the first question is what is working well, i.e. If we look at it purely, all right, the social side we can leave aside because we can see that there's some really beautiful stuff happening there. So, but from a plant and a forest garden perspective, so what plants do you see that, in spite of the kind of tough conditions, you know, the really hot weather, etc., and lack of water, what is actually still surviving, and what are the things that are really thriving? And are there any kind of combinations that you've noticed of where it's actually bringing some kind of, you know, benefits that we could then see how we can replicate that to make it more resilient? So, do you want to start? What do you notice?
Well, if we didn't water at least once a week, not that much could be staying still alive. I noticed like the succulents, and I forgot the name.
The sedums.
Yeah,
They're doing very well.
And I would say the Nepalese raspberry. The Nepalese raspberry is doing really well, and that's really expanding well.
Yeah.
I see the...
That's in the middle there, on the, down.
No, that's the low one, the ground.
The ground one, I got it, okay. Ground one, yeah. And that's not been watered? No?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's doing really well.
So as a ground cover, I think that's one we can really rely on.
Yeah.
The raspberries are growing, but they're just dry. And I think if we were to add biochar into the soil, whatever moisture is there, that would retain it. So if we use the combination of the Nepalese raspberry and ordinary raspberries with biochar in the soil, I think then all of a sudden we're going to start getting much better yields. We'll actually, because the biochar retains moisture. It also traps and makes home for bacteria, and so it will, you know, pretty much feed the soil. It will also aerate it. It will stop it getting compacted. It will allow moisture to pass through when it's raining and soak into the soil. So it has so many benefits. I think really getting a strategy for getting biochar into the system is a priority.
Okay.
Do you think that's the biggest priority then?
I would say, looking at the conditions here, all right, for example, this is a good example. So while it's all been wooded over, you know, we've put the wood chip down, all the organic matter that was there, that was growing, was decomposed and returned the nutrients. That's been soaked into the wood chip, but then it's been left to dry. And so now it's gone back to a previous state, so it's now no longer really what it should be. In other words, now it's just a almost dead ground cover. It's not actually fulfilling life. Again, if we had biochar in there, that would improve it again. But really, this needs to be covered with organic matter. At the point at which it was the wood chip started breaking down, to get plants in there to really fill it out, would then create an ecosystem that allows it to continue to thrive regardless of water. And so yes, so that's just been left too long. That's why when we first designed it, I said, right, let's just take 2-3 spaces and really fill those out really well, and really get those really lush and really vibrant, so that it maintains itself, and then move on to new areas.
So
For
that
whatever
was
reason.
Rubia's area originally, and the Monica and begonias.
Well, over...
And then there's the windbreak. Yes, those are the 2 areas that we started, and we said, right, let's fill these out first before moving on to these. And we can see how, you know, the thyme is doing brilliantly.
The thyme over there, okay.
Once
Established,
Yeah.
they make
sense.
They love the conditions, don't they? It's dry. Yeah.
And we are able to move we've moved some of the time into different areas as well. And it seems to still be thriving, even though we've shifted it. So
great. So how to look at new plants that do something similar. I don't know, any other observations from you that you've seen doing really well?
Do you know what I think is still going quite well is the honey.
Honeyberry.
Yeah.
Himalayan honeysuckle.
Yeah. Is that what
Is
it
it
is?
a honeyberry?
Yeah, honeyberry.
that
Yes,
the one with
it's
the
the
fairy
blue.
kind of
The blue. We haven't had any fruits on it, obviously, but it's the one with the little greyish blue fruits, isn't it?
Ah, the actual Lonicera.
Yes, yes.
I
ooh.
think they're okay. There's one
Over there somewhere.
there.
Did they fruit?
No, they haven't fruited yet.
But they're looking good.
But they're not being, you know, overtaken by the sun. So this is one here, isn't it?
Is it?
Oh, that, huh?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, and then you gave us 2 rods that you dug up, and they're over there. They're not quite so succulent as this, but they're okay still.
Okay.
So I think that they seem reason. I know his leaves are a bit brown, but comparatively with other things, they're doing quite nicely.
So if we're talking about trees then, the mulberry?
The mulberry's
well.
doing nicely, and
The strawberry tree,
strawberry tree.
Arbutus unada, those, some of them have really dried out.
Oh,
but there's
that's a shame, isn't it?
some that are, again,
Might be all right for
biochar.
next year. Yeah. See this one in between here?
They fruit over 2 years. So in other words, the ones that are green now
Yeah.
will actually ripen next year.
That's a strawberry tree there. Is it?
Overtaken by these two.
What's that there?
It's getting leggy. It's
I want to move over
goji
there.
berry.
Goji berry.
Moving over there.
Can we move it then? Yeah.
Autumn. We won't do it now because it's not good time. But once you get damp weather, you do a good trimming as well.
A good trim. Okay.
So, but the name itself, Arbutus unadi, una, mean one at a time. They are mildly hallucinogenic, mildly, and most people wouldn't notice it. But if you're very sensitive to plants, you'll notice how it affects the mind.
Did we ought to cut him away or just pop him up a bit?
What would be interesting to see if you dig it into the ground.
Where they're-
And then you've got another one.
Yeah. Why are these two doing so well with these plants?
You see where this grows natively.
Yeah.
This grows natively in really, really, really tough conditions.
Oh, right.
It's actually, this fruit in Spain is called madroña, and it's actually the national symbol for, or the state symbol for Madrid.
Oh, okay.
So this and the bear, for some reason. Someone did tell me the story, but this and the bear, you'll see it on their national emblem. So if it can grow in Madrid, it can
That's
grow
why it's
anywhere.
doing well here. Okay.
You know, and it actually also originates bizarrely in Ireland. Not what exactly. Because I see it in really, really, really hot countries. But actually, when you look at its history, it actually originates in Ireland. But yeah, but so really
Maybe
tough conditions when you're growing.
Tough condition islands when you've got the strong wind or
Yeah.
Salt winds,
Yeah.
salt winds, etc. Why this is doing so well is, I don't know, it's a tree.
happy.
Very happy.
Simply happy.
Did you eat any of the fruit from it?
It wasn't any. Was there fruit?
They are coming on.
Yeah.
Saw a few
They're coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The pawpaw looked like he was dead. But, and then he spruced up in the spring, and now the summer's upset him a bit.
Yeah,
I think.
You think just leave that then, Rakesh? And yeah.
It needs
See how he
protection.
goes.
It needs some protection, so this is good. Again, biochar.
Okay.
Biochar will make a world of difference.
Rhubarb did well.
Can we put more rhubarb in? Because we've got money to spend on plants.
Well, we don't have to spend on rhubarb. I just
No,
some
no.
up from the log, bring over. And these things like these, all these different currants and gooseberries and red currants and black currants,
They're not bad.
josterberries, worcesterberries, all those kind of things should do really well.
Yeah.
So
You can prune them back a little bit in the autumn. can't
exactly, and if you prune it, you just stick
Stick it in the
it in the ground,
And
off it'll go.
you don't even need to root it, you just stick it straight in. Okay.
Straight in. Come back 2 years later. And conditions of the soil.
Yeah.
Plants that will really thrive here, that will also do work, are things like burdock and chicory, because they will dig deep as far as they can get, and if they can't go deep, then they'll split and create lots of branches of tubers, and basically they will dig the soil for us, and they're biannuals, which means after the second year they will die back. So that die back means all the organic matter becomes food, attracts insects, bacteria, etc., etc. It softens the soil, it breaks the soil, but also puts organic matter and life into the soil, so that later on other plants can then make use of that. So chicory is kind of similar, though that's more perennial, but at least it's also breaking the soil, and it's also a really good edible. It's it's really medicinal. Skirret is another very interesting one, because it's skirret and maybe even salsify, but I don't think this soil is good enough for salsify. But you can get some of the wild varieties of salsify, which will add the most beautiful colours to the garden, and it will start breaking the soil as well. So I think these are the things we need to really start thinking of. And so the other thing that would be really useful is we've been putting banana sponges, as you say, in whenever you plant a new tree or something significant, brilliant. But how about just making random banana sponges in different places? So if you take a space and you just break it down, say, right, let's have a banana sponge every 3 meters or something, and just work out where you can put those banana sponges in, just to create extra fertility and just to trap more moisture.